Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of Beyond Sports Podcast, where we BS about sports. We are missing Sam, but he will be here later in the day. He's actually he's in person watching the Chargers game because that's his favorite team. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, he'll be here later.
If we allow
get
him
into it.
in.
Yeah, that's true.
We have the power. You have the power.
Christmas is come and gone.
Yeah. It's gone.
I have the power to let Sam in or not. We'll see how jolly I'm feeling. First game we got Jags beating the Jets 19-3.
Zach Wilson sucks.
Yeah. And I saw a report earlier that they might be letting him go in the offseason.
Well, bro just got outperformed by a motherfucker who was undrafted from the Canadian Football League.
Yeah.
Like, the only way this could have been more embarrassing is if it was from the USFL.
Now his mom is on Instagram, like, going back at people that are talking shit about.
Oh, Lord.
Well, the last time Zach Wilson gave people hope was when he banged his mom's friend.
Yeah.
So
Hey, rich people cannot handle any kind of criticism.
Yeah, she started calling Jets fans like the most toxic fans.
It's fine. Zach Wilson he's got money. Like,
yeah,
he doesn't need this.
no. And he plays football like he doesn't need it. That's
Pretty
the
much,
biggest
yeah.
problem with Zach Wilson, I think,
He
is
plays football like he's trying to set up for a crypto scam.
yeah. And I read a really good article that was like, it's not even all on Zach Wilson. A lot of it is he just doesn't fit their timeline anymore. Like this Jets team, after they hammered this draft, they fucking nailed it.
It really did.
So, and that put them into playoff contention. Zach Wilson.
Yeah, they probably weren't supposed to be this good yet.
No, Zach Wilson is a quarterback that needed time to develop. He started, 14, 15 games in college?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he was not supposed to be a playoff contending quarterback at this moment.
Yeah.
And
well, and honestly, like
shows.
this year's draft is probably the only reason that Robert Saleh is going to get another shot.
Yeah, because they fucking killed it.
Yeah. Which I think Robert Saleh deserves it. They just missed so hard on Zach Wilson that.
Yeah. I mean, I like Robert Saleh too. I don't think.
No, I think he's a really good coach up there.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've won a lot more games than they should have won.
Oh, yeah.
And it's because they're well coached. So. But I mean, the 49ers turn out defensive coordinators right now.
No doubt.
I mean, they did not miss a beat moving to DeMeco Ryans.
Yeah, but we haven't talked about the Jaguars at all in this.
Well, because Zach Wilson was that bad that it just really
Yeah, I mean,
overshadowed that whole game. I mean,
if they had started any of their other quarterbacks, they might have won that game.
yeah, I mean, Zach just wasn't effective at all.
No.
Yeah, the Jags, I mean,
Yeah,
they control their own destiny at this point. They moved into first place in the AFC South with that win. So now, I mean, they win 2 games there in the playoffs, and that's not a team you would love to see in round 1, I don't think.
Oh, hell no.
With how they're playing right now,
Yeah, they're getting hot when they need to get hot.
Trevor Lawrence is...
Especially if they make someone go down there to Clowntown for a fucking playoff game.
Bro, dude, going to Clowntown is no fucking joke.
Scary.
Like, you got motherfuckers sitting in the pool while you're fucking playing football. That's got to be distracting.
Yeah, the fucking you can probably buy a live snake at the game.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, when your mascot comes out in a G-string, like, anything's possible.
Anything's on the table, man.
Anything and everything is out there, and they should go there for primetime more often. I wish they'd put together more solid football teams so they'd be in primetime more.
I kind of I kind of hope that Jacksonville embraces their weirdness.
Yeah,
Like it is a weird place.
dude.
Like Jacksonville's a really weird place, and like if they would really just embrace it down there, which I think they're trying to,
Dude, it looks like they're trying.
like they could be a really fun team.
All right, let's move on to our next game. Pretty big blowout. Bills beating the Bears 35-13.
You know, the Bears like made it early in the game. I was like, there's a chance. There is a
Mhm.
chance. And then very quickly I realized there was not a chance.
No, the Bears just didn't have the offensive firepower to like the. It's been kind of frustrating because the Bills have been there for the taking, like the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Well, Josh
Like
Allen didn't have a great game either.
he hasn't been having great games.
Mm-mm.
He has, man, I saw some stats of him like since beating the Chiefs in week
Yeah,
6.
I think I sent that
Yeah,
today.
yeah, you sent that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been
I'll pull it
terrible.
up.
Like he's really been terrible.
No.
Let's
But
see.
they
It
just keep rolling. I mean, and that's the sign of a pretty put together team, a well put together team, is when you play bad and still win games.
so since Josh Allen since being the
It's
Chiefs
not like
in
we
week-
haven't been guilty of that.
Oh yeah.
in week 6, when he played us, since then he has a passer rating of 85.5, which is 26 in the NFL,
Dude,
12 turnovers, which is the most in the NFL. His completion percentage is 60.6, which is 30th. Yards per pass is 6.9, which is 21st. Pass yards per game is 227, which is 12th in the league, and passing TDs is 15, which is tied for 9th.
Yeah,
So, and
yeah, not great.
No. No.
this
I mean,
game, he went 15 to 26, 172 yards with 2 TDs and 2 interceptions, 41
And you got
rushing yards and
you
a
got pretty
TD.
much a must win this weekend against the Bengals.
Yeah,
yeah, oh yeah. I
sure.
mean, because I mean that's a big drop. Because I mean,
he's gonna have to play like prime Josh Allen
yeah.
if they want to win.
I mean, they're gonna need. They're kind of one of those teams that you're just like, dude, they are screaming that they need Odell Beckham.
Yeah, and if
Yeah, I just
all
don't
the
like-
rumors about Odell are true, then I don't know that he's gonna help that team either.
Yeah, because if Odell was going to play this season, he would have already been signed.
No, yeah, I agree.
There's no way he comes in just for a playoff run.
But
Wild Sam has appeared.
Whoa, what up, guys?
what up, dude?
We're just talking some football.
Yeah, we're just talking about that Bills and Bears game. We're talking about the
Bills
Oh.
and Bears. Yeah. What a game that was.
yeah, you know,
we're on
35
the tail
13.
end of that game.
Okay, good. And man, he has that stat that you sent where he's been
Yeah,
Nuts
we read
since
that
the-
off on here earlier.
since the Chiefs. Yeah, that's like staggering.
But anyway, we got Sam in here. Let's go ahead and move on to our next game. Let's go Saints at Browns. Saints winning that 17-10.
Hey.
Okay.
Did anyone care about this game? Because
I mean, I'm always rooting against the Browns while Deshaun
Right.
Watson is there.
That's why we
for
care.
sure.
Care
But-
because we hate him.
Yeah. It's a complete hater move on my part, and I'm fine with it. Like,
Yeah. And that's okay.
if you want to call me a hater because I dislike Deshaun Watson, I'm fine being a hater.
yeah,
All good.
I would rather be a hater than not be.
Hashtag brave.
He's so brave. Wow. Thank you, PP. Somebody finally came out and said it.
Yeah, I'm here for you.
But yeah, no, so that's I mean, that's really why I think we mostly care about that one. It's just because
Two
Browns.
Yeah, I
teams
mean-
not going to the playoffs.
What's that?
Two teams not going to the playoffs are really
Yeah. Well, the Saints still mathematically can. Because
yeah.
because nobody in that division wants to give a fuck.
I mean, Tampa won their game.
Well, yeah, because I think that they had to because the Panthers and the Saints both won their game. So the Bucks were like, well, fuck, now we gotta win.
Yeah, Tom Brady's like, I really want to play like shit the entire game, but I guess
Is that another one that's
wait.
setting up for a Week 18
Oh,
showdown?
Jesus Christ.
we can go on to the game that Sam wanted us to wait for, and now we don't have to move it to the back. Let's go Seahawks at the Chiefs. Chiefs winning that 24-10.
Goddamn that defense.
Easily the
man,
best performance
did
that
it.
our
They did it,
defense
you
has had
guys.
under Steve Spagnuolo since he's been here, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Maybe, but they finally held a team, any team, to under 21 points. They did it.
I mean, they were on fire that game. I mean,
They're incredible. The
Karloftis.
defensive line was
Yeah.
all over the fucking place. I mean, just they're destroying that offensive line. It seriously, it looked like pros versus college. Like
It
I
did.
was like,
So
where's this line?
Is there
been
any
our
update
entire
on
year?
Dunlap's injury?
No.
oh, I
no,
didn't know
Dun-
he got injured.
Dunlap got shook up in that game, so I was,
Well, I was surprised to see Karloftis get a batted pass with his short ass arms.
but he has those
He's got a
big ass
ton this
fucking
year.
hands.
Dude, he's got a ton of batted passes this year.
Karloftis does.
Yeah,
I know Dunlap does.
he got quite a few.
Carl has quite a
Karloftis, yeah,
few.
he's got a
Like
lot.
Dunlap
yeah.
gets almost one every goddamn game.
No man,
I mean, and so
Loftus
the
sucks.
thing I love to see on Saturday was a team was able to effectively double down on Chris Jones and kind of X him out of the game. But as opposed to
I mean, and Chris Jones still
past-
got his too, man.
yeah,
Chris Jones
he was
still
still
ate.
getting through. He still got a sack at the end, but Karloftis and the others were able to pick up that slack and get
Yeah.
through and take advantage of the one-on-ones.
Clark had a good day. You know, I
Yeah.
felt like he was all over the place.
Yeah, even we only had one sack in that game, or one or two sacks.
Only a couple, but we had a bunch of knockdowns. We had like 9 tackles for losses, though.
Yeah, I mean, and Gino,
like
we
9 or
had
10
Gino
hits.
under pressure the whole game.
He was under pressure. Yeah, we weren't letting him do too much on the ground, although the stats don't say it, but it didn't feel like they
Yeah,
were.
that first half they just erased Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
It
And
seemed
then
like
the
he was
s-
getting hit 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage on every touch.
Nick Bolton again. If he doesn't make the All Pro team, there's something wrong.
That was he's like, I'm not a Pro Bowler. That was what that game was. That was
Yeah.
the I'm not a Pro Bowler
See,
question mark. game.
The Pro Bowler. I don't really care. Like that's
Yeah, but I mean, they got financial reasons why they do care about that. There's incentives.
Yeah.
Especially for your first time. It's
Yeah.
it's
I
a big
think,
deal.
but that's why the All Pro teams typically look so much different than a Pro.
Oh yeah,
Bowl
I mean
team.
the All
Yeah.
Pro is like
the
gold standard.
Pro, yeah, the All Pro is voted on by people who actually pay attention. And
Yeah, but it felt like that motherfucker had a beef,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I like it. I like players using stuff like that for motivation to go out there and kick ass.
Yeah,
did well, man.
Yeah,
You know, I mean,
that-
because our linebackers, they have been exposed somewhat this year in the pass game, at least, and I know people have been kind of shitting on for that. So it's good to see him go out there and establish that he is that dude.
Yeah, I
in
think
the
our
middle of the field.
linebackers still have more interceptions than our safeties, though. Even though Thornhill did-
Thornhill got one.
Thornhill got
got
one.
thrown right to him.
But I think they still
yeah,
have
man.
less.
Here's what
didn't
Thornhill
didn't get it. That play got called back. I think.
I thought he got one late.
No, he did too. Didn't he get in the end zone? He got that last one.
Oh, did he get that last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? We're
He did have one called back early.
Regino threw it right to him, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, what I love seeing was our defense, when our offense slowed down some, as they do here or there, because the third quarter they just kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
That was really the only down part of that game, right? That's the only but our defense also didn't disappear though. They held it together for the most part. They did let the Seahawks pick up some yardage, but when it came down to it and the Seahawks tried to go for it on fourth 2 different times when they probably shouldn't have. Probably should have taken the points. Could have made that game a lot different
Yeah.
had they done that. They could have gotten it to an 8-point differential there to start the fourth quarter. Anyways,
Yeah.
defense did great buckling down. They did what those other good teams like the Bills and the Eagles do when their offenses kind of slow down, is that the defense doesn't, just fall apart.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, our offense had 1 3 and out or gave up 1 turnover, guys. Let's immediately crumble and give up points. They do what those good defense do and still hold it together for their offense. Then finally, our offense got it going on that one drive. Those two beautiful passes, Travis Kelsey. Anyways,
Yeah, there's that one just right over the dude's shoulder into Travis's hand.
dude, that thing
So
was.
good.
Man, we've gone this
beautiful.
far into this conversation about this game, and we haven't even talked about Patrick's rushing touchdown.
Oh yeah.
That
It was
that IQ was off the charts on that play.
MVP. Like,
Like, don't come at me with anybody else for MVP. It's over.
I'm,
It's over,
done.
man.
You-
This dude does something you've never seen before every week.
I know,
Every
man.
week.
People are gonna-
McKinnon though, right? Another great
McKinnon did
know,
have a great
head
game.
spin, crash. Getting that TD. How many TDs has he had now? It feels like he's had like 5 or 6. In the
I think he
past.
has
I am-
6 in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking insane, man.
Yeah.
And he always
Yeah, out of nowhere. I mean, it seems like we finally figured out that balance between being able to hand the ball to one guy and being able to throw to the other.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Big difference, man.
Well, it's because that guy that you like, because ideally in Andy's systems, the guy that runs the ball is kind of the guy he wants in there as a primary, and then the guy that catches the ball to come in and kind of spell that. But it seems like whoever that guy is that we wanted to throw the ball to either can't catch the fucking ball, or it can't really function as a running back.
Mm-mm.
So nobody believes we're going to hand the ball to him anyway.
Well, and Mahomes does not like the check down.
No,
They were
Doesn't
talking
know.
about that on the radio
than he used
too.
to.
No,
Yeah.
I think he maybe sees how much it's paying off that
Because they were talking about too on the radio about how
you've got a guy that can work out of the
Vikings
backfield.
game.
Giants losing that to the Vikings 27-24.
Vikings in another nail biter, man.
And they won. Well, how long was that field goal?
The game-winning field goal.
Yeah.
I think. I think
It
it was
was 50.
Oh,
or
no, it was 61.
61. I was gonna say, I thought it was like
61.
over 60 fucking
I
yards.
think, yeah. I'm trying to think if it was a franchise record for him. But man, they're now they're a 12-win team, and they're 11-0 in one-score games.
Yeah.
Like that tells you all you need to know about this team. They they don't ever do it pretty, but they get it done. This is a scary fucking team. When you have a team that has that many close call games, so they know how to win. They know how to they know how to put out a game at the end, close out a game at the end, whatever a game at the end. They know how to do it.
They can beat anybody.
They have the biggest comeback ever on their plate.
Yeah.
Like this team is never going to get down. Like I don't care how much you up on this team or how much you think you're beating them by. Like you don't sleep.
now
on
you
them
have-
throughout any
Unless
part.
it's prime time.
It hasn't mattered this year. It has not mattered.
Well, and like what? Yes, like and like things like the way the Vikings have been winning and the way they've been winning games. Like this is like the movies where like they give them the fucking zombie juice and they'll just fucking like these guys will walk through fucking bullets to win games,
They will, man.
and they
Yeah.
believe they just believe they're gonna win.
And they pull it out, man. And Kurt he's looked great through it, like dude has a Pro Bowl
This is-
season for a
This is
reason.
this probably Kirk's best season?
It seemed like it, man. I don't know.
It definitely feels like it, but Kurt's one of those sneaky guys who he consistently puts up like the same numbers from year to year.
Yeah,
You know, if you look at his year-to-year breakdown, it's almost identical for the
just-
past like 8 years.
all right. Well, hey, great game.
Yeah. Congrats to the Vikes.
Congrats to another comeback win.
Yeah.
Another close one. Got to keep your team, got to keep your fans, hearts pumping, energy going, whatever. Adrenaline. That's what I'm looking for.
That's the word
As
you're
I've
going
had,
for.
I'm drained.
I'm glad we're not the only ones that have to go through that every week.
Yeah.
This
True.
weekend is, I got nothing.
I mean,
Got nothing left.
Let's go on to the Bengals at the Pats. Bengals winning that 22-18.
I talk about almost giving your fans a heart attack.
Yeah.
Weren't the Bengals up huge in that game?
Yeah, they're up at like 17-0 at least.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then they just fucking
Maybe 22-0. I think it may have been
Dang
22-0.
yeah, I was like, I thought
And then New England had a chance to actually win that game, but Mac Jones do Mac Jones things.
yeah. Mac Jones like, man, fuck this shit.
Speaking of Mac Jones, is he a dirty player?
Yes.
What did he do? What?
During one of the interceptions, he ran over and like dived at a dude's legs, and this is like the second time he's been caught doing like kind of a dirty.
More than that.
All right.
There's more than that. Yeah. So if you watch the replay of that, I can't remember who got the interception, but that dude, he was gone. He was.
He was. I mean, he was way past.
And one of the Bengals linebackers was chasing, or a corner or a safety. I can't remember who. He was just following down the field. Not like it was nowhere near the play.
I mean, it was like 25
Mac Jones is
yards.
running over there and gets in front of the dude and just kind of falls down in front of his knees, and almost like trying to hurt the dude.
Yeah.
Like, and
All
this
right.
is like this is
All right,
this is not
Mac.
the first time Mac Jones
Oh,
has been caught doing something
didn't
like
he-
this, because
Didn't he go
rolled
for the
up.
crotch shot? Right? Didn't he kick some dude in the nuts? Was that him?
Yeah, he was sliding and putting his feet up.
I forgot about that one.
He
Yeah.
did that-
Yeah.
he did that multiple times in one game, and then last year he got caught. He rolled up on fuck, it was a linebacker's ankles. He rolled up on him.
Mm. All right. Well,
Like,
hey, it's
he
all
lo-
right.
He lost a fumble. It wasn't even it was just a dude at the top of the pile, and Mac Jones just kind of falls on his on the back of his heels.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, you can't do much damage from the bench, which is where he will be next year.
Any stats.
Yeah.
So-
I was
Once
looking
again, the
for
Bengals setting up for a big showdown against the Bills next week.
I love it.
Hey,
Yeah, that's gonna be a great game.
Hey,
Monday
good
night
content.
too.
man, be cheering for the Bengals for
Oh, we
once.
gotta wait till Monday night for that. Fuck.
Hey, but
There's a lot of Chiefs fans on Twitter that are saying, as much as I want the Bills to lose this game, I'll take either team losing. And I'm like, no, we just want the Bills to lose. Come on.
Is a tie beneficial to us if we win?
I don't think.
I
so.
don't think so.
They need that loss.
Or do they? Because I
They
thought we
need,
had.
Yeah.
they need that.
Because they beat us too.
No, because then we'd have
Yeah.
one.
No,
more
you're right, because we are tied.
We'd
Our
have one
records
more
are
win.
tied. They
Oh,
wouldn't
right,
have
yeah.
we'd have one up in the win column, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because their losses are already yeah.
A 0-0 tie, baby.
There
So
we
we
go.
can move on. We can
Yeah.
move off of it.
We can move on to Heartbreak City.
Yeah. Lions losing to the Panthers 23-37.
Mm. Mm.
The Lions could not stop
What? They could not
Chuba
stop that
Hubbard
run.
or anybody that was running the ball.
No, dude.
No, they could not. It didn't matter who
What
the
was
fuck
it?
it was.
300 some odd goddamn rushing yards. Like,
You could have put the running backs on rascal scooters and they would have gone for 250.
320 goddamn, dude.
Yeah.
Who's
Bad,
Donta
dude.
Foreman? I don't know who Donta Foreman is, but he just
was a
rushed for
fucking-
165 yards on.
Donta Foreman's he's one of those backs I'm surprised we haven't seen a breakout from like years ago,
Yeah.
because he was outstanding in at Texas. Like he was just kind of stuck behind Derrick Henry and Tennessee. So I mean,
Well,
that'll do it.
I ain't heard his name in the NFL.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm shocked that we haven't, because he was that good in college.
Okay. And then Chuba
Hubbard.
Chuba Hubbard.
I just love that name.
Hey, it's such a great name. Like, yeah, dude, it is. What the fuck, Lions? You look so good for so long. Like 3-4 wins in a row,
Yeah.
and then
It
and
was
like
4.
do it
I think it was 4.
4, and they've won like
5 of
6
the
out
last
of the
6.
last 7, something
Yeah.
like that. And then to just lay an egg like this, man.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty hard.
No.
I just remember watching Red Zone, and every time a highlight came up, it was some Panthers running back breaking one off for 40 or 50 yards.
The-
Every
Yeah,
fucking
dude,
play.
it was. Yeah, Foreman, he's had I think a solid stretch since McCaffrey's been gone. He's kind of
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for you, Donta. Yeah, but hey, Panthers, good win. Great win. God damn.
good win for
Uh,
them to keep him alive.
Yeah.
So
So yeah. Let's go to the Falcons, Baltimore. Is that the next one?
what is it, Tim?
It is. Falcons losing to the Ravens 9-17.
Gross. Next game.
Yeah. So far, Ritter has been so bad that I think
Not good.
that it's we're at the point where you can say, yeah, I think Marcus Mariota is the better option at quarterback.
I
That's
haven't,
sad.
has it been that bad? I haven't watched any of the
Bro,
finals.
like he didn't even hit 100 last week. I'm getting ready to look at what
that
he
was
did
his
this.
first. That was his
It was.
first week, right?
It was his first game.
This week he wasn't terrible. He had 218 yards, no picks, no
Okay.
tutties.
And the other thing I'll say is
Yeah.
whatever offensive genius was leaving Kyle Pitts out of the game plan is also designing these plays. So
You
That's
are
true.
correct. You're right. I mean,
Yeah, dude.
They-
Artie
they-
Smith, maybe.
right now it's a bunch of people evaluating him that won't be there again next year
Yeah.
because
No
they're
kidding.
probably getting fired.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Um,
Desmond Ritter probably gets a fresh start next year.
Yeah,
Good
I
for
mean,
him.
it's tough if they're. It just depends on if the quarterback's there. They could. Desmond Ritter
Oh,
was
yeah,
a
they
third round
could.
pick.
And how much the new regime likes him.
Yeah.
I
because,
almost
you know,
guarantee that Mariota won't be.
No, yeah, Mariota definitely won't be. He'll probably be a backup in Baltimore. Backup somewhere.
backing up Huntley.
Take your ass to the XFL. Get the fuck out of this.
No, but
I
what?
just don't want.
Hot take.
I hate bad quarterback play like that, man. I just like no matter what team it is, I hate it. I
He's
wanna see-
offended
I
by
wanna see
bad
that shit.
quarterback
Like
play.
I want good games, and these
Yeah, no, I
quarterbacks
get
are
it.
incapable of delivering that.
Well, hey, if we
And-
can't get enough good quarterbacks, we'll just get enough bad quarterbacks, and boom, we
Do you
can have
think? Hey, Tyler Huntley though, he was serviceable, I guess.
115 in a tutty.
Yes, whatever. That's all you need.
Uh.
All you need at this day,
They're
Yeah.
not. Hey, they're not drowning like they did last year.
right?
Without
If Baltimore, yeah, how long's Lamar gonna be out?
I think it's a week to week thing with them because they didn't put him on IR.
So if he's out another week or two, Huntley, if they keep winning with Huntley,
What's the doctor just like? When's Lamar gonna be back?
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't
they
know.
did that shit to us with Eric Berry a couple of years ago.
what happens though with Lamar's contract at the end of the year?
Yeah,
When Baltimore's like, you got hurt and we didn't look that much different with Huntley.
I really think Lamar is not going to be in Baltimore next year.
it's I
Like,
think
neither side seems to want it.
Mm-mm.
I feel like it's destined for a tag and trade
Something, yeah.
because you can't let him walk for nothing. Like they have to get something of value for him.
I think it's.
Feels
I,
like a tag and trade.
I think there's going to be some kind of backroom thing put together that Lamar is going to go wherever Sean Payton goes.
All right, let's
Unless
move on
some-
to our next game. We have Texans at Titans. Texans winning that one 19-14.
Man, you kind of, you kind
Well,
of
the
saw it
Titans-
coming, right?
The Titans kind of feel dead in the water.
Yeah, dude. These are
Like
two
last year, the
teams
Ravens.
trending in the opposite directions, right?
Yeah, so this is the Texans putting up what 4 straight really good performances.
At least three.
At least 3. Yeah, I
The
mean,
Cowboys, the Chiefs, and now a win finally.
Yeah.
So hey, all right, maybe you guys are figuring out something. I don't know. This the tandem
Titans.
quarterback thing is kind of funny. Because it like never works ever. But it has kind of worked for the Texans. They've looked better with it than they did beforehand.
yeah, they've looked
I think-
watchable.
I think Bill Cowher's Steelers were the only ones I've ever seen make that work.
Yeah, with Cordell.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I guess the Saints with Taysom Hill a little bit.
I don't know how much it's working though. Like, but yeah, and even for the Texans, it's only 2 wins now. So, but hey, I guess take a little bit of pressure off Davis. I don't know.
Yeah.
It
All right.
shouldn't.
You don't want to play yourself out of the number 1 pick.
Yeah. Luckily, they had quite the cushion.
Yeah, no kidding. Tennessee, what happened there though? Like,
Yeah.
you ran with Derrick Henry and then you didn't run with Derrick Henry. And
No, it's just the teams have finally figured out that that's all they have to do is focus in on Derrick Henry.
yeah, and you're like, look, if all you're doing is you have a running back that runs for like 130 yards and a touchdown, we can beat that.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
yeah, Derrick Henry will
Tennessee
tear us
has
up.
no receiver. Like
All you can do,
they're throwing to their tight end, and that's about it.
Either way, so you wanted to move on to the Broncos and Rams.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
move
what
on
a
to
shit
that.
show.
Broncos losing that 14-51.
Except for that Christmas touchdown to Greg Dulcich. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Dulcich's second touchdown of the year and gets me in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Sam, do you want to hear the story of the Christmas miracle?
no, not
I
really.
think you just told it.
Yeah, I saw it. So, no sneaky.
Man.
Yeah, that happened in real time. Jalen Waddle puts up a banger and then Dulcich gets a touchdown. Oh,
Fucking
Get the fuck
just
out of here. I don't even-
love it.
I
Love
don't
it.
even-
And then Nathaniel Hackett gets fired because
Great.
his defense clearly just gave up. Like nobody on that team cares anymore.
Yeah, why would you?
Oh yeah, at this point they were probably losing to get him fired.
Did you see the fucking ripping, yelling, or
Yeah.
and getting in a argument with the offensive lineman?
There's multiple Broncos
happening?
beat reporters saying it's the ugliest sideline they've ever seen.
Oh yeah, I mean you had Randy Gregory throwing a punch during the handshakes on the
Oh yeah, when they went back out there, or like they're trying to do after game interview
yeah.
as well. I forgot who they were interviewing, but then yeah, dude, they're like a fight just broke out after the game.
Yeah. And then Randy Gregory was like, yeah, I hit him in the fucking chin.
Have they named an interim?
Yes. Who was it?
Was it the guy who was doing the timeouts and
It
situational stuff?
is.
No, it was actually Terrell Davis.
What?
Yeah,
No, I'm just messing with you.
okay. Former longtime Ravens assistant Jerry Rosberg named right. Yeah, it's the guy who they brought over from the Ravens, right? Because that's where they got that dude from. Unless they brought over two guys from the Ravens.
Wow.
Sad Broncos one.
We can go into Commies Niners.
Okay.
Commies
Did we-
losing that 37-20.
we-
Hey, shout out
we
to
moved the
Baker for dropping
Broncos.
51.
Oh, yeah,
I
Baker.
love seeing
looked good.
Baker just out there having fun.
Yeah, that's great.
Running game really played well too.
Yeah.
The Rams.
They didn't have to punt at all in that game.
Yeah.
When you make Baker look that good, dude,
Like-
Well, didn't the
Yeah.
Broncos also very early didn't Russ throw two horrendous interceptions that
Oh,
set
yeah,
the
first
Rams
drive
up
of the
with very
game.
short fields to get a 17-0 lead before the game had even.
really started?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was 5 plays for the Broncos. They were down. After 5 plays, they were down 17 points.
The Rams didn't have a game like that last year.
No, man. Like, I don't think the Rams have scored 50 since they played the Chiefs.
And that, yeah, in the greatest game ever played. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go on
So-
to the Commies Niners game that we mentioned a few minutes ago. Niners won that 37-20.
Hey, okay. Yeah. They
Yeah.
look like they're just steamrolling right now.
Niners are legit. We can.
Yeah.
They're a
Niners are
terrifying
scary
team.
fucking team.
But
Shit, don't want to play them. Christian McCaffrey is just ungoddamn stoppable right now.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy, like,
Brock Purdy.
what can you say? They just came in and looks no different. Actually, looks a little better maybe than Jimmy G did, right? Like,
I have questions about the Niners. I wonder how good they're going to look against the top teams.
I do too. I have questions about how their defense is really going to hold up against some of the top offenses.
Yeah.
During the stretch, I don't think they've been playing
Like if they get down, how is Brock Purdy going to respond to that?
right. If they get behind, are they a team that can come back?
Yeah.
You
Because they
know?
really are, like, they're built to play from ahead.
Mhm.
Yeah.
See, I mean, dude, the only in this like long winning streak of theirs that they've had. See, I get the Chargers is a good win. The Dolphins is looking less and less good by the week. So I don't know. When they hit an offense like the Eagles or the Chiefs that are just that one step above the rest of the league, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping to see a Niners Cowboys matchup.
That would be nice. It seems destined that the Cowboys seem almost locked into the matchup with the NFC South winner. Because I think right now they're poised to be the 5 seed, and
Then you got to go to the other clown town.
yeah, and then NFC South is going to be the 4 seed representative. I think they're pretty much locked into that.
Yeah,
So
no doubt.
Do you like anybody going to Tampa to win a playoff game?
No.
no,
Like
especially
even as bad as Tampa is.
Dallas is the only team to never beat Tom Brady. So I don't
I mean,
put it past them to lose.
you got to
that
get
game.
one on the way out, right?
You'd think, but they could also fuck it up and then Tom Brady
It
can
would be
keep
very
going.
Cowboys to fuck that up.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of fucking Cowboys, I wish they would have fucked up this week.
Yeah. Peas Eagles losing to the Cowboys 34-40.
Yeah, you can't give up a 3rd and 30 to fucking T.Y. Hilton.
No, yeah. And I mean,
Mm.
don't feel too terrible about it. I mean, you lose by 6 points. It burns, but it's like I said last week, we've never beaten them 3 times in one season.
Those
Yeah, it's almost
late
one of those you
fumbles.
almost don't want to win.
Yeah, you almost don't want to win. And then Gardner, you look at it and your backup quarterback did not play. He played well at times, but he threw a lot of balls off his back foot. Like there was this
Yeah.
in the second quarter, there was a string where I was at work watching, and I'm just like, every pass is coming off that back foot. Like you could tell, like, okay, if they bring pressure on him, then he's gonna throw picks in this
Yeah.
game, and he did. He threw multiple picks. He fumbled twice, lost one of them, but none was bigger than the Miles Sanders fumble in that game.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Miles Sanders right now.
You turn the ball over 4 times and you lose by 6. Typically, you turn the
were the
ball over
better-
that much, you get blown out.
Yeah. The Eagles. You're right. The Eagles show that they are the better team. If Jalen was
At-
healthy,
Yeah,
they
full strength.
would've
I'm
won
not
that game.
terribly worried
Like,
about that game.
The Cowboys are going to have to try to force 4 turnovers every fucking time, and it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. And that's if we even have to worry about the Cowboys again. I mean, like I said, they've never beaten Tom Brady. So,
Yep. Yeah, I don't think the Cowboys will make it deep enough. Maybe.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys are going to cowboy.
yeah. Anyway,
I'd like to see them rematch against the Vikings, and the Vikings take them down after
That'd
getting
be
blown
nice.
out by them.
Yeah.
That would be cool. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Sorry about your Eagles, but like you said,
yeah,
they've never beaten Dallas 3 times, and they did still look like the better team.
I'm not sweating it. So, you know who is sweating shit? The Raiders fans.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Raiders losing to the Steelers 13-10 are out of playoff contention.
Yeah, Chargers
Goddamn.
by winning 20-3
Yeah.
eliminated the
Destroying the
Raiders from
Colts.
contention. So that
See you, Raiders.
see Raiders. All right, that's it on that one.
All right, yeah,
I
good.
mean,
Man,
the Steelers had nothing all night.
Till the
Yeah.
very end.
But yeah, and then the Raiders just fucking blew it.
Yeah, just like the Raiders love to
The
leave
Raider-
a good
dude.
receiver open at the end of a game.
And the Raiders like started out. I think they scored a touchdown on like their first or second drive of the game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it was 7-0 pretty early. And dude, the second half they didn't score at all. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like fuck you doing?
They're going to be going to the well next year. So see ya, Raiders.
Yeah, Derek Carr's probably gonna be somewhere else.
Yeah.
3 interceptions. Jesus, dude.
Yeah, terrible.
You had a Russell
There's-
Wilson game. My God.
Another quarterback who had 3 interceptions, but that's probably because he shouldn't have been playing.
Who? What?
But Tua,
Tua? Oh, Tua. You going on to that one? Packers
yeah, I
fans?
figure we don't need to spend a lot of time on the Raiders.
No,
No,
they-
Steelers.
no.
Yeah, Packers beating the Dolphins 26-20. And again, Tua's in concussion protocol after a pretty bad hit to the back of the head.
That he took in the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a Dolphins game if they didn't risk the health of one of their players.
And didn't leave the game.
Yeah,
Took
that's what
a
I'm saying.
hit.
Like at this point,
Unstayed.
I like
Mike
Mike McDaniels, but like at this point, like, dude, you gotta.
You gotta protect your guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to put it all on the coach on this one, but
I mean,
Come on.
this is 3 different times.
yeah, medical staff needs to be eliminated.
Gotta do something, man.
Place, I
Because
think.
and those 3 turnovers, they were ugly. And they're all in the fourth quarter. And dude, that last one, all of them, shit. You're just like, what were you doing, man? What did you even think you had? Like, and in the
But
fourth
they
quarter,
like
you
they
do it.
didn't even need to be throwing the ball as much as they were. They were
No.
up.
They were.
They were up by 10.
Yeah. Dude, they
Yeah, they were
didn't
just
score in
trying
the
to
second
help you
quarter.
get that playoff
second half.
win.
Did not score in the second half either.
And I guarantee some of that had to do with Ty Hill. Because he wasn't getting enough targets.
Well, hey,
Yeah, he only had
I
4
I
catches.
almost guarantee
on
it. Like,
6
why
turnovers.
else were they throwing the ball when they were? It doesn't
Wow.
make any sense.
All right, next game we had Bucks at Cards. Bucks winning that 19-16, barely.
All right, and Tom Brady was able to beat what McSort, the dude whose name sounds like he should be a McDonald's
Trace
mascot.
McSorley.
What was
Yeah,
that?
Trace McSorley.
McSorley, yeah. I kept
Yes.
hearing that. I was like, dude, is this dude a fucking McDonald's mascot?
McSorley, Trace McSorley.
Trace McSorley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
Quarterbacked by Eminem McFlurry.
This game was, dude. This game was the worst. Like, it's between this one and that Steelers Raiders game
Raiders.
for the worst game of the week.
I mean,
'Cause this
Chargers
game was-
Colts was bad too.
Yeah,
Well, it was just a bad game, and then Tom Brady leads a 10-point
at the
comeback
very
at the very end, and then
dude, when
wins
he's
it
been
in
having
overtime.
like the worst game of his career, you know, he's had like 2 interceptions, doesn't even have like 200 yards or something, and then he just, of course, Tom Brady's and turns it on when they need it, and also the Cardinals fumbling it, you know, in the fourth quarter at the most crucial of times. James
I hate-
Conner,
Just fucking die, Tom Brady. Just
dude, just I know, man.
That's apparently what it's going to take to get him off a fucking football field.
Yeah, a lot of people are suspecting that he's going to another team next year.
Well,
I'm
yeah, I
sure
mean,
he
probably
is.
back to the Patriots. A lot of the talk, and then they'd keep Mac Jones as his backup and let him learn for a couple of years under Tom Brady.
Doubt
That's
it.
why they practiced benching
Doubt
him
it.
this year.
Doubt it.
Anyway, like we said earlier,
Maybe Tom does go back to to Belichick, and he's like, "Hey, Bill, she's gone now. The distraction's out of the way.
Yeah. I got rid of Oko. But
No more family to tie me down.
yeah, I can really focus now.
And really focus. Anyways,
left his wife and kids to go play against the Cardinals on Christmas.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Yeah, let's move on to tonight's game, which was also very boring. Chargers beating the Colts 20-3.
Chargers
Uh,
eliminated 2 teams from the playoffs tonight.
did
What was
they?
the other one?
The
They did.
Raiders.
Raiders and Sam. Because
Oh,
Austin
no.
Eckler got that touchdown. Sorry. about
Brutal. That was
Yeah,
brutal.
dude.
It was. I
Why?
had to set it up that way though.
I
Sneaky.
wasn't even gonna go that hard.
Their whole game plan was to ruin my fucking fantasy hopes. That
It
was
was.
it. I was like, I just don't need a huge game from Eckler. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Never
Well,
mind.
as our revenge to them, we won't talk anymore about them.
They
Yeah.
had like a 13.
We should mention Derwin James getting ejected
Oh, yeah,
very early
Derwin.
in that game.
Bro, Sam, did you see that Derwin James hit?
I didn't.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
it looked like he was
shit.
trying to.
I didn't get to
fucking-
watch any of that game. I watched 0 minutes of that game.
Or just look up Derwin James ejection hit. Fuck.
It really makes you wonder if the Chargers are employing Vontez Burfict as a tackling coach.
Like, it's one of the more violent head-to-head collisions you'll ever see.
Yeah. So
He put the
Yeah.
crown of his
Okay.
helmet into the dude's like jaw.
He's been doing
right
this
there.
all year, right?
yeah.
Hasn't he been doing this shit?
At least he got tossed. So does it for the NFL this week? Or
Yeah,
Sam?
that's it for our games. While
Yeah.
Sam's watching that video, we can move
Mhm.
on
There you
to
go.
I can give us an updated picks.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And Sam saw the hit.
Yep. Sam just witnessed it.
His head ragdolled. Just the dude's head.
Yeah, yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Bro, it was bad.
And
Uh,
Literally the play before that, he got flagged for grabbing the dude's face mask and ripping it off during a tackle.
God, oh, so he was pissed there. So
Yeah.
he was getting some anger out right there. Again,
Yeah.
still, I guess. My God, man. All right.
So yeah, back-to-back plays, personal fouls ejected.
Amen.
yeah. All right. So updated picks. Sam added 4. He's at 55. Sneaky added 4. He's at 66. I added
Like a
5.
bad week or something. Like,
59. And
fucking
Sam
this.
and Matt added 4 with 6, and he's at 67. So I'm the only one that gained any ground this
Jeez.
week. All right, so let's go to our games we're picking. First game, Vikings at Packers.
Feels like it's gonna be Packers, right?
I'm taking Packers.
It
I'm
feels
taking
like
fucking
It
Packers.
feels like it's gonna be Packers.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings.
The 2 LA teams.
Chargers, right? Everybody's taking the Chargers.
Chargers. What the
Dude,
fuck?
the Rams are
But-
hot.
Baker's looked good.
Bakers are 2-1 in their last 3. I mean,
I'm gonna go with the
Rams are-
Chargers. Yeah.
I'm going Rams.
I'm going
Is it-
Chargers.
All right, let's do the next
So-
game. It is the Dolphins versus the Pats. Most likely no Tua in this game, so
Got to go Pats.
going Pats.
And I don't feel good about it, but
I don't either.
Yeah, I'll go Pats.
Who's the Dolphins backup? Is it Bridgewater?
I think it's Bridgewater.
All right, next one. Not a huge game, but Steelers Ravens. This is in Baltimore.
Ravens.
Ravens.
I might go Steelers here.
You might or you are.
I'll go Steelers. Jesus.
And next one. Jets at Seahawks.
At the Seahawks?
At
Yeah.
Seahawks. I'm taking Seahawks. I
Might
think they're
like
gonna break
that.
this. I think they're gonna break this losing streak.
Gino against his former team almost seems too sweet.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, storylines in football.
Nope. Browns and commies, eh?
Browns, commies at Browns.
Commies.
I'll take commies.
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 Is anybody gonna pull for the Browns? Come on. What are we doing?
All right, the big one.
The big one, Monday night. This could either give the Chiefs the first seed or the third seed.
I'm gonna go Bengals just because I actually
Bills,
do feel like
Bengals.
the Bengals are a little better right now.
I'm also going Bengals.
Just
Is this
with
in Cincy?
Yeah,
This
it's
is in Cincy, Monday Night Football. Tim Sam Bengals.
although the Bengals didn't look great in the second half last
Uh,
week. A couple days ago.
I'm going Bills.
fell asleep.
Yeah, everybody should like this video, comment on this video, and subscribe to this channel.
All right.
And
And
they
have
should
a
also,
happy holidays. I hope
happy
everyone had a
holidays.
happy holidays.
With the
New
Sam
Year.
bell.
Yeah,
Oh,
good old
No
Sam
need.
Bell. Ring-a-ling ding-a-ling.
You know, it's the last time of the year. You know, it's the last time of the year for that Sam bell.
but
Won't be
it's-
holidays anymore, so we gotta get retired after this.
Truly, I was rooting for you tonight, Sam.
Yeah,
It's like the third or fourth year I've lost in a postseason.